Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Pierre. So, quick update. We are working on revamping completely ALM 3.0. So, we only do this, a complete masterclass revamp, every 2 or 3 years or so, when we really make a lot of advancements in how we teach the business once we confirm that the new strategies are superior. So, in this video, what I want to do is kind of walk everyone through the school group, welcome you, so welcome, and then kind of explain what you get with the school membership subscription, what's going on with our mid-ticket offer when you invest in the full masterclass, not just the crash course. What's that all about? And then what is the 8-week live coaching? What's that all about, right? That's our highest offer. That's high ticket. So let's just get into that right now. And then we'll talk about like what we're doing with the renovation and how that's going to go. Okay. So if you are new here, then welcome. We teach a real estate niche that is amazing and still overlooked. Did you know that still today, there are only 2,000 to 3,000, really less than 3,000 active locators on the market, compared to 1.55 million active realtors confirmed by NAR, the National Association of Realtors. That's where those numbers come from. Isn't that cool? And nowadays, we were preaching back in the day that, hey, locators average more income than realtors. No one really believed us other than our students because they were getting results. But nowadays, what's exciting is that Glassdoor, Indeed.com, Simply Hired, even ChatGPT, you can just ask it. All of those sources confirm that apartment locators, the average income is closer to 90,000, over 50 to 60,000 if you're a realtor. So now you don't even have to believe us. You just check the sources, right? So that's really exciting. And this is a niche that you can work from home without having to deal with contracts, legal contracts, which, gives you legal pressure. If you mess up on a contract as a realtor, or your negotiations and writing are not being sent at the right time, everything we learned in real estate school, you can have legal consequences. Right? That's why there requires a real estate license to do this job and operate as an agent. What's cool about locating is that there's no legal pressure. All of this job can be done from home. We send over a list, we follow up, and we're helpful, but we're never really on site on property anymore. We're not really dealing with the leasing contract. That's just between the client and the apartment community. So there's like no legal pressure. As long as you're not falsifying proof of income, which no one should do anyways, because that's fraud. As long as you're not doing that, there's like zero legal pressure within this niche that is more profitable than being a realtor on average. That's really exciting. Okay. So welcome to the school community. That's what this is all about. At NAL, we've trained over 600 agents that have enrolled into our high ticket Locator Academy. It's an 8-week live coaching program. And out of that many signups, we still today operate at a 0.59% refund/dispute rate. That's kind of just speaks for itself. Okay. So you're learning from an actual team of top producing multiple 6-figure locators. So let's go ahead and talk about like the tiers of membership and everything. So number one, what do you get when you just sign up to the school community? Okay. The price, let's just go over that right now. So right now, I think the price is $67 a month until we reach 200 members, and it goes up to $77 a month. Okay. So all the price increases are transparent. We're a very honest company. We don't just make up prices. Okay. So once we hit 200, then it'll go up. So right now in that membership of the $67 a month, you can come into the classroom and you can access our Locator crash course. This course is great and it's still very comprehensive. Every course we offer, whether it's the crash course or the full Locator masterclass, they're still both comprehensive. Okay. So it's not like one is less valuable. There's just more information in ALM masterclass that can scale your business, exponentially because of those added lessons, but things are still comprehensive no matter what program you go through. So in the school community, for that small subscription, you get access to the crash course. We used to sell this separately for $1,500. And then we just stopped doing that. And we're like, you know what? Let's just give that into the school community so we can make it more valuable. Okay. You also get access to shadowing. So shadowing is like me, Alex, other coaches. You can see us actually send out or do Zoom appointments. Okay. And then you can see us follow up with the tool NAL Video or Loom. Loom is free. Okay. So we're not just teaching stuff in theory. You can see us actually perform stuff in the shadowing module. So you have access to that as well. We just released a couple weeks ago, the IQ Masterclass taught by Coach Tina. She's on our team. And she's going over, this is more like a library of support on how you can use Locator IQ in your business. If you're not familiar with our company 3 pillars, let me just really quickly go over that. Okay. We have 3 pillars that we go by at this company, NAL, the National Association of Locators. The first pillar is the plan. Okay. In order to be successful in this niche or in real estate or in anything in life, you need a plan that is actually proven, people are using and getting results. So pillar number 1 at NAL is the plan. The plan is, what do I actually do step by step? Okay. The solution for providing you the pillar number 1, the plan, is through our digital course. Okay. We're not just a company that sells a digital course, but we still use a digital course because how else are we going to teach you the core concepts on what to do step by step? So it's still important to have a comprehensive digital course. And that's pillar number 1, whether it's the crash course or you upgrade to the more comprehensive masterclass that really has made her brand, you need a course so you can have a plan. Okay. But just the plan alone is not really enough to succeed. You can't just succeed because you invested in a course. You need a tool, which is pillar number 2 at NAL. You need a tool to actually take the steps that are outlined in the plan effectively and efficiently through a lot of automations. Okay. So number 1 is having a course. What's the plan? What do I actually do? Pillar number 2 is the tool. The tool is Locator IQ. This is what's going to actually help you implement the plan, build automations, build follow-ups, build a ghosting automation. So that way, when you're doing the daily work in your career, most of it is automated. That's how you actually get the plan done. Okay. So pillar number 2 is the tool. How do we actually implement the plan? You use that with Locator IQ. Okay. We'll talk about the big change for 3.0 and like why that's different here in a little bit. But that's pillar number 2 is the Locator IQ. It's an all-in-one CRM. And it's not just the CRM. It does everything. It schedules your social media content. Okay. You don't need a tool for that separately. It does your calendar software, your survey software, so you can do automatic pre-qual before leads book a call with you. Once they do book a call with you, it's also a calendar software. So you don't need to like pay for Calendly anymore. Okay. That gets expensive if you're like a brokerage firm. And it does a lot more. It's a website builder, a funnel builder, pipeline organizer. So if you're used to working with Trello, you no longer need to use that. Everything is done in Locator IQ with one login. Okay. There's so many courses and gurus that like teach 8 different things. And we were one of them too back in ALM 2.0. We'll talk about that later, but there's really no other solution except for teaching multiple tools. We were teaching like DocuSign, Calendly, ActiveCampaign, Follow-Up Boss, Hootsuite for social media, so many tools. And so over the years, our students were like, I don't want to log in and out of 8 things. Okay. And so that's why we made Locator IQ. You can do all of that functionality in one tool. So pillar number 2 is the tool. How are we going to implement the plan in the digital course? Well, we get that done with Locator IQ. Okay. But still, even though you have a really good plan, which is either 2 courses, and number 2, you have the tool to get it done, Locator IQ taught by Tina. Okay. Even though you have the plan in the tool, that's still not enough, because at the end of the day, what we realize is that we're all human. We're not AI, right? And so just because you have the plan in the tool, eventually you're going to lose momentum. You're going to get stagnant. Maybe you have a bad day and you're not going to do anything. And so how do we solve that? Okay. How do we solve the human error of us getting lazy, losing momentum? How can we ensure student success? That's by pillar number 3, the accountability. And that's only offered really in the 8-week Locator Academy. The question is like, okay, you're all excited when you join the program. You got the course, you got the tool, but after a couple of weeks, life is going to hit you and you're going to lose motivation. So the way we solve that is we offer weekly Zoom calls with you to support you. And we're going to go through a series of a kickoff call, a war map call for like 90 minutes and really give you a good outline on how to digest the course. And then we're going to be there for you live. Okay. So we're not just a company that sells a digital course or sells a CRM that barely does anything. We're comprehensive. We want you to win, because if you win, you're going to send us referrals. So then we win. It's a direct relationship. Okay. So we give you the course to give you the plan. We give you the tool to implement the plan through automations. And then number 3 is once you lose momentum, inevitably, we're going to be there for you, following up with you every single week. And you get to talk to us live on Zoom. So we can pull you out of being stagnant and being lazy and put you back on track. You need that human touch. That's what's offered in the 8-week Locator Academy. And that's how we can guarantee your success. Okay. And so that's what the 3 pillars are. Pillar 1 is the plan. That's the course, whichever one you choose. Pillar number 2 is the tool, Locator IQ. And then pillar number 3 is like accountability, which is access to us live for 8 weeks. Okay. Now you understand the 3 pillars. Now let's go into this other stuff. Okay. Every script or template, what to say on the Zoom call, all of that stuff is found inside of this little module, scripts, templates, and more. So if you're like, what do I say on the Zoom call? It's in here. If you're like, oh, how do I really follow up? Like, what should the emails be? It's in here. Everything is in here. Okay. Now, what is NAL Connect? As an apartment locator, we're working with helping renters connect them to an apartment for free remotely. And once they write our name on the rental application, either physically or online, they select Locator or Realtor, then we're able to bill the apartment and send them an invoice and get paid. Okay. So after someone gets approved, when they move in, they still have to set up internet, cable, washer, dryer rentals. They need movers. They need renter's insurance. And there's a way that you can earn money by helping them for free set all that stuff up. We work with a company, it's a partner. So we send over the approved clients that we're getting approved, and they help them set all that stuff up. They compare multiple providers. What's the best rate? based on their physical address that they're moving to. Our partner pays you 20% net of whatever they collect, because the truth is, like, companies like AT&T, Spectrum, movers, washer dryer rental companies, they all pay a referral fee if you help your clients use those vendors. So what's cool about NAL Connect is we've automated the whole process by using Locator IQ. So that is all explained here, like how you can make more money automatically by helping them set up their utilities. Okay. NAL rebate is really cool as well. Okay. And if you're a school member, remember, you get access to all this stuff. Okay. So if your NAL rebate is like, if you've ever heard of real estate agents or locators offering rebates to their client, there's a better way to do that. And that's what NAL rebate is. Okay. While some locators offer $100, $200, $300 cash rebates, to me, it's a little devaluing of the service. So we don't really teach that. Like, why would you offer to pay someone hundreds of dollars when your service is already free, you know? But the thing is, we know that it still happens in the industry. At NAL, with my company, my team and I sat down, we came up with a way to offer an even smarter rebate. So if part of your business practice is offering rebates to your clients after they move in, there's a better way to do that, and that's NAL rebate. Basically, we have a deal with a company where you can send off $100 vouchers that are online through the phone. Okay, so your clients can go to local restaurants around them, scan real quick, and they can get buy one, get one free, 50% off, deals like that around their restaurants. Why are we doing restaurants? The reason is because when renters first move in, this is a relevant rebate because their stuff is in boxes and they're going to want to eat. And they don't want to look through all their stuff to set up their kitchen and cook. So right away, when they move in, that's why it's a relevant offer. You can offer them a $100 or $200 dining voucher for them to go out to eat on you while their stuff is in boxes. And it only really costs you $9 for every $100 voucher, or like $18 or so for every $200 voucher. And so do that. If you're going to do rebates, do that through NAL rebate instead of really giving someone hundreds of dollars of your hard-earned commission. Okay. NAL rebate is also really cool because you can send your clients out on trips like 2, 3, 4-night hotel stays at 4-star hotels. And it's a different fee. It's like $25 to do that for 3 nights, but it's better than spending hundreds of dollars on your client. Okay. So NAL rebate is actually amazing. And you can learn about that in this module. All right, the next one is NAL Video. Basically, NAL Video is like Loom, the tool, but our version of it that's better. So we just build in more features like better follow-up and instant email that gets sent out as well. And there's more AI technology, but it's basically like Loom. So you don't have to use our tool, but our tool is like designed for real estate agents. It's basically like Loom on steroids, or you can just use Loom for free until you have to upgrade. Okay, that's what this is about. You can learn about that here. Now, let's get into the full Locator Masterclass right now. Okay, so there's an X by this because we're actually now, after 2.5 years, we're revamping the Locator Masterclass. So if you guys paid attention, I don't know how long you followed us, but when we released ALM 1.0, we sold that for $14.99. Okay, whenever we upgrade, the price increases. That's when we actually raise prices. So when we released ALM 2.0, the price was $2,500. That's what we're currently selling for it right now. Okay. Now we're about to release ALM 3.0. So how is the price going to change? It will be $3,500, $1,000 every increase because it's a real upgrade. Okay. Whenever we do a renovation like this, no video is the same. Everything's redone and it's better. Okay. So we don't do these often, maybe every 2 or 3 years. All right. So right now, if you invested in the masterclass, you might have spent $2,000 right now. Let's go in here so we can talk about like what's happening. Okay. So we are in the process of replacing every single video in here. And when we do this, we've become better teachers. So the videos are shorter, more effective, edited better. And then there are better strategies as well. That's the main thing. Okay. So we're in the middle of replacing every single video, and that's still in process. So what you could do, we're about a couple of weeks away from finalizing ALM 3.0. Okay. All of the old 2.0 infrastructure you can still find right here. So if you're wondering, like, what were they teaching in 2.0, we still give you all the infrastructure here. Look, we were teaching Typeform, Twilio, I think ClickFunnels, and then Calendly and Zoom. Typeform was amazing for the survey. And so all of the lessons are still here for you. Okay. But the big change in 3.0 is how to utilize Locator IQ to save money. So you don't have to sign up for like Typeform, Calendly, ActiveCampaign, Follow Up Boss, Hootsuite, DocuSign. Like, you don't have to sign up for that anymore because you're going to forget your login credentials anyways, right? So the big change here is using Locator IQ to not only save money, but consolidate everything. So the lessons are here, but we're also going to go ahead and change every other video as well. Okay, we're working on some bonuses here on corporate leasing. And there's just more, like, even though the weeks are titled the same as the crash course, there's just more valuable videos per every week in the real masterclass over just the crash course. So they're both good and they'll both get you to 6 figures, but the masterclass is like the real course that we sell. And so what we're going to do, like, look, this is still comprehensive, the crash course, but what we're going to do is in the Locator Masterclass, all of the videos that are exclusive to ALM 3.0, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. Let me just show you. And we're going to put like a little star. Okay. So we're going to come in here and do like star, and then we're going to put a black star like that. That way you'll know whenever there's a video here, let me show you. Hold on. Save. So you'll know whenever there's like a video with a black star, then you'll know like, okay, this is exclusive to ALM 3.0. It's not in the crash course. That's what we're going to start doing. Okay. That way you can see the similarities in the crash course and then what's exclusive to you in 3.0 because you paid the 2K or whatever to upgrade. It'll be like a star. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're still working on this, my team and I. So if you have invested in the masterclass or you signed up for the 8-week coaching, which is the highest offer that we have, okay, just understand that you can still go through the crash course. It's really the same up until like week 4. And then week 5 onwards, you'll find those more valuable videos in there. But we're working on completely revamping it, okay? So you can go through the crash course. If you're a one-on-one 8-week Locator Academy student, we're still going to support you live on Zoom calls anyways, okay? But go through the crash course for now, especially up until week 4 or 5. It's very similar. And then the second that we get done renovating 3.0, you're going to have access to 3.0 for free. So you're not going to have to spend $3,500 just to get the new 3.0. Because every time we upgrade and this little number changes from 3 to 4 to 5, we increase another $1,000. Okay. If you already purchased 2.0 or you're involved in the 8-week coaching right now, I think you can get a deal. It's like $1,997 or $2,000. If you did that, you're grandfathered in. You're not going to have to spend $3,500 when we launch 3.0. You just get it for free. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. Now, if we scroll down here and see the Locator Academy 8 weeks, what we're doing here is, look, the masterclass is our comprehensive course, but it's just a course. So we'll still support you in the community chat. We'll send you over a chat. Sometimes we send a Loom or NAL video to you, comprehensively answering your questions. So you always get support with the masterclass. But the difference in the Locator Academy is that we're in this program. This one normally sells for $8,000 because it's 8 weeks of one-on-one live. Okay. That's the third pillar at our company is the accountability. We're using the same course as this. We're still using the masterclass in here. It's the same thing, except you get us live on Zoom. Okay. So that's sort of what's going on in here. It's not like a different course. Okay. So just to recap everything, if you guys are new. Oh, and if you're brand new, then what you want to do is click step 1 and then click right here, complete this survey so we can get better acquainted with you and know how we can support you. And it's also going to lead to a free kickoff call, even if you're just a school member and that's it. So click on this survey right here, go through it. It's very interactive. And we do this because we want to learn about you better. Okay. We actually care. And then you can book your free kickoff call. So do that if you're brand new. Now let's go ahead and recap what we talked about. Okay. All of these little modules here, the IQ, the shadowing, the NAL Connect, NAL Rebate, NAL Video, the scripts, these are all just little perk mini courses. Okay. Now the main 2 courses we have is the Locator Crash Course, still very good. And then the Locator Masterclass. Those are the only 2 courses that we really have that are like the core courses. Okay. And then this is included with the school membership. This one is not. I think right now it's 2K, but once we're done and we release 3.0, it'll be 3K. So you might as well invest now. And then we have the Locator Academy, which is an $8,000 program that you can finance at 0% interest. It's the same course as the masterclass, but you get us there live to make sure we're keeping you accountable for 8 weeks. Okay, cool. That's sort of the breakdown right now. So if you're waiting on the masterclass, maybe you've invested in this, just know that once we are done renovating this, you're going to get it for free. You don't have to pay twice. We're probably about 2 weeks away from completing the new 3.0. Okay. So I hope this was comprehensive. If you do have any questions at all and you're new, just make sure to complete the survey, book your call. You'll talk to Alex. He's right there. He's our head coach. He makes over $300K a year as a full-time locator. So you're learning from someone competent. That's why he's our head coach. Okay. Book your free call. And then you can always use this chat and send me over a chat. Just look for Pierre, send me a chat, and whatever questions you have, I'll answer them. All right. This is the only business, me and my team, that what we do full time. We locate ourselves and then we teach locating. That's all we do to make income. So understand, you're learning from very passionate people in the business. All right, guys, I hope that was comprehensive. Welcome to the school group, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.